Hey there, everyone. I'm Michelle Fletcher, the founder of the Holistic Business Network, and I am so excited for today's conversation. I'm going live with one of our newest members. We've had a number of men join the network since the beginning of this year, and it just makes me so excited to have this male perspective, men in wellness, representing and being able to speak to so many other things that us as women, we may not think of. So today I'm so excited to have Chef Patrick Quinn on here. I'm about to invite him on this live. We're going to get into a juicy conversation. Hold on. Let me add him on here. Wave. Oh, he's requested. You're so good. Okay. I'll accept one more time. There you go. Hey,
All
Patrick.
right.
How are
All
you?
right. I'm good. What is it that? There we go. All right. All right.
Hey, Coconut Grove
Ah,
Chiropractic. Hey, Project Lean Nation Parkland. Hey there. Hey, Patrick, Health Caddy. Another Patrick.
greeting. Oh, there it
Yes.
is. We in good company. We in good company. When Patrick's come
Hey,
together, man, beautiful things happen.
that's right. You guys are going to love this conversation because Patrick is just like such a, oh, he's a character. He's such a character. He's always
Oh,
lit. He's lit up.
oh,
But
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
you have been such a welcomed addition to the network. I love how you're embracing all the things, the connections, just doing the thing. So my first question, because we're just going to jump right into it with you is when did you know that, this is something that you wanted to do and you're using your gifts? Because I have been able to experience your cooking for a while and you definitely are talented in the kitchen. What made you realize this is the work like that you're called to do?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I realized it the day I had my first pro athlete referral, and he basically put me to the test with him and a group of his friends, and I got hired. Just straight up. Um, he's a very blunt guy. He played for pro baseball. We talked for a couple of weeks, and some things I clients, but they don't understand what it takes to really, first of all, obtain a client and then maintain that client. But he literally, we talked. I didn't even know if I was gonna get the opportunity. He went out the country for a bit, came back, randomly texted me, and said, "Hey, are you available to come out tomorrow night?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I am." So, so I showed up, and he had a group of friends, and he was like, "Hey, make me your best meal." So, made some food. He enjoyed it. His friends enjoyed it. And what ended up happening was he gave me something. Really, he gave me momentum. He gave me a message and motivation throughout my cooking ever since I worked with him. And he ultimately said, "I'm gonna let you know right now. I like what you did. I need you to do it again. And you on a day-to-day contract. The day you mess up is the day you get fired." So, and he said it with a kind of a smirk, but he was kind of serious. So
Yeah,
ultimately, it lit a fire in me to make sure that I understood, one, that I know what I'm doing. Two, that every single time I'm making food, I have to take it seriously because it could be your last day with that client. So it put that extra passion and sense of urgency in me as I prepare things, and I'm not just going through the motions. Because some people that cook, especially if you talk to people that are in the restaurant industry, they get bored, they get tired, they get burnt out. They're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Like, whatever. So they don't even care. That's why, like when you go out to eat, you'll probably get a meal at the same restaurant that doesn't taste the same if you go back day after day. You know. So it was that moment that I recognized that this is what I need to be doing. Not to mention that we may uncover this later, but I'll just tell you right now, I didn't go to culinary school. So I didn't take the traditional route of cooking. I literally volunteered time at a restaurant for a year and learned a hell of a lot and just continued to build upon that. In what I was doing. And it was from that experience with that pro baseball player that gave me the additional confidence I needed to recognize this is where I belong, this is what I need to do. And I just been rolling with it ever since. And that was like almost 7 years ago.
wow. Listen, you just unpacked so many. You have no idea how many things you just unpacked right there. Like
Dropping the
between
nuggets.
dropping bombs, between it being just one person, like that pro pro athlete, like that baseball player having the faith in you, having you cook for like giving you the confidence to cook for not him but his close friends, right? Knowing that what he heard from you sounded so good, he was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And then he believed in it so much that he hired you on the spot. Like, people don't realize how just one connection can change so much in like the trajectory of where you're going. And that baseball player was your one connection that really just like put you to another level. That is so fire. I
Hey,
love
thank
that.
yeah. Hey, I love
Yeah.
it too. And the good cool thing is we are still cool today. I mean, he has a lady in his life. He actually has a new child, and she does a lot of the cooking. But when big things come up, they'll still reach out to me. We stay connected. So it's a beautiful relationship that we have, and I'm thankful for it. But it's just something that, yeah, every person in this industry needs to understand. You have to always be prepared. Always be ready. And sometimes it's going to be short notice, especially with cooking. It's crazy. You'll be surprised at who will reach out to you short notice to say, here's an opportunity. What you going to do? You're going to
Mm-hmm.
either pass it up or you're going to say, I'm going to figure it out. So, yeah.
Exactly.
hmm
I love that. Yes. I'm all about that because, you know, we can't always just be comfortable and say, oh, we want things to be on our schedule the right way. Like sometimes the opportunity is in you being flexible, like you just adjusting and bending a little bit to allow it to happen. So I love that for you, Patrick. Like that was so fire to start this off. That was a
Thank
great story. Okay. So the next, I want to ask you, as a man in the wellness space, what do you think are some of the misconceptions that you see as a man in the wellness space?
So there's a few, and there's one of them probably highlight, but one of them is that all we care about is the aesthetic. All we care about is our physical body. All we care about is building people's muscles up and all, and they don't take the time to get into the actual emotional connection or the emotional side or really understand the person. And that is definitely so untrue. I know a lot of great trainers. I know some great people that cook. I know some great coaches who literally do tap into the person. They don't see you as just somebody to add to their portfolio, but they literally see you as, all right, you're the individual that we're going to figure out how to get to your goals. So that's one of the biggest misconceptions. All wellness guys are not about just these huge muscles and got to get them big. If you ain't big, get the hell away from me. I don't want to train you. I don't want to work with you. That's one thing. Another one that I think is really important is that people assume that men in this space are very rigid, that a lot of us are all about fasting, detoxing, and you got to be perfect in this. If you can't be perfect, if you can't commit to it, it's not going to work. So leave me alone. And that's so not the
Listen,
case. Hey, don't get me wrong. There are some guys that are like that.
yes,
Some guys get those results, but all of us aren't like that. I've had to learn to be flexible because there are people who do benefit from that approach, from that style. But there are
yeah,
a lot of people, especially when you take on women clients, that just don't respond to that well. And
yeah,
they come to you with great intentions. They come to you with great aspirations to make a change in their lifestyle, to lose the weight, to be healthier. But we can't always have that approach. And all of us men do not have that hardcore. And I'll just use the name David Goggins approach. David Goggins is a great dude. I read a book that he was in. I've seen his stuff. He has his own way of doing it. And if you know that this is that type of coaching style you want, he's a guy for you, or that style is for you. But he's not for everybody because he will break you down.
right.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
So
So
good. So good because oh, there was something I was just about to say because I love that you have that emotional intelligence to know that, you know, some people will like more of a hey, get it done, harsher style, but you're right. Women are a little softer. Some of us do like to get a good kick in the butt, though. I know I'm one of those people that, yeah, you could yell at me and I'll probably just be like, all right, whatever. But, you know, being flexible, having that emotional intelligence to know who you're dealing with and personality types, that's important.
that is probably
So,
the most important thing to do within that first month of getting to know your client. Find out what really motivates them, what pushes them. Understand their lifestyle so that you can adjust accordingly. Some days they can take the hardcore approach, but some days they can't. So when you
yeah,
use that first month to really get to know who they are, then you're going to be a better coach for them.
truth. Truth. Okay, guys, I hope you are taking notes. This is good. This is so good. Okay, so I love that you're breaking that stereotype because not all men are out here just trying to scream and yell at you to do what you need to do. There's some of them that are really taking the time to listen and learn what works for you so they can help you like get to your next level, right? Okay. So the next question I have, oh, where do you see, okay, what do you see coming in the next 3 to 5 years when it comes to wellness? I know you have been in multiple areas of wellness, so
Dang, I sure
let's
have.
drop a let's drop some of
Oh,
your
wow.
background so
So
the
let's,
people know you're not new to this, right? You've been in
nah,
there for a
man.
while.
Shoot, when we think about it, we got to go all the way back. Probably about 2006 or 7. I started off as a personal trainer at Bally's. Bally's Fitness isn't even around anymore. I don't think. It
Oh, I
might be in
used
New
to be
York,
in that.
maybe. But I was a personal
Oh.
trainer at Bally's because I also was an educator, and most educators take on part-time jobs. So for me, I
Mhm.
decided to jump into being a personal trainer. So I did that for several years after I left that environment because, unfortunately for me, that large gym personal training style, to me, what I've seen, I've even heard from other trainers, it's more about the money versus the results. They push you so much to just gain as many clients as you can. How many clients you have? How many clients you have? Are they renewing? Are they renewing? Versus, hey, how is your client progressing? Are they dropping weight? Are they getting more muscle? Are they looking fit? How are they feeling? Are they consistently coming in when you're not training them? So that's something that didn't resonate with me. So I continue to do personal training outside of that environment, which
Mm.
was it had its own challenge. I didn't have my own facility, so I'm typically going to parks, using other gym space, going to people's homes. I was being as creative as possible to help people get their results. So started back as a personal trainer, decided that, you know what, this isn't enough. I need to increase my skill set. I went and got a master's in exercise science from FAU, and from that, I never fully went into the performance coaching piece because of just timing and trying to start over financially. But ultimately, I ended up getting into cooking. From cooking, doing private chef work, I actually ended up starting a juice company with some partners. I had some
Yeah.
amazing cold pressed juices, and it literally came from me being with a client. I had an NFL wide receiver that I used to cook for, and he was really dialed in to make sure he had a balanced nutrition. I've recognized he didn't eat a lot of vegetables, so I had to find a way to get more veggies in. So I started juicing for him, and he loved it. So I just literally took something I was doing in somebody's home and just, with the help of a partner at the time, helped expand it, and created a whole juice company. So doing some amazing work within the juice business. Also was a former partner in a restaurant that's a vegan slash alkaline vegan supplement shop and wellness and restaurant. And now I'm just back fully into cooking, doing wellness coaching, and just literally just helping people better understand the relevance and the importance of food or the relationship with food and how it impacts their overall health journey. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot for probably about 20 years in this space.
Yes, I love it. So, Patrick, I don't know if you heard this already. You might have, but did you hear about where they predict health and wellness, like the income, what's going to be generated in the health and wellness space? How it's going to be like over $9 trillion? Is it 9 billion or 9 trillion? Oh my gosh, how could I forget this? I think it's 9 trillion. They estimate over $9 trillion is going to be created in the health and wellness space. Like health and wellness is growing so much right now. And by the year 2029, it is going to be like just so much money to be had. So we can see, I have seen this because I stay on top of like what's trending, what I see happening in the space. And there's a lot of people that are in this space, but they're not really in it for the talent or the passion they have. They're more in it because they see the revenue potential.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when I was asking, where do you see things? What do you think is going to happen in like the next 3 to 5 years, which is going to be around that time where we're going to hit that 9 trillion? We're probably going to surpass it because I think
Right.
there's so much awareness on health and wellness right now, especially after the pandemic, all things. It's just about to get wild.
Well, it's
What are you
wild.
seeing?
It's wild and it's kind of scary wild because in this space, there are people that are taking advantage of people's desire, the consumer's desire to be healthier. And I think a big chunk of that money, that revenue that's coming in, are still is in that supplemental space. So you have more people that are coming out with different nutritional products that still is unregulated. So people want fast results. I don't think the consumer's desire to get fast, speedy results is going to change. So I'm just going to talk about that downside first before we talk about the brighter side. But I mean, I just see that supplemental space is going to continue to boom. People are going to find more ways, whether it's some liquid or some pill to take, and hopefully that's going to ease their anxiety. Hopefully it's going to help them sleep better. Hopefully it's going to help them lose weight. Hopefully it's going to help them move faster. Hopefully it's going to help them think better. And I wish that we can do more to help people kind of curb their desire
Yeah.
or just have more realistic expectations when it comes to change. That doesn't
Yeah.
happen enough. It's like we want to change fast, but we literally get ourselves sick slow.
Exactly.
So
Oh my
strange to me.
God. Yes. Make it
Yeah.
make sense. Yep.
Yes. Yes. So yes, I think a big chunk of that's going to be in the supplemental space. But my thoughts are that there are going to be so many more consumers that are going to lean to holistic health options. They're going to lean more to the non-traditional primary care options. That you're going to see more holistic practitioners seen as the go-to for your health. That is
Mm.
going to be a bigger trend. Now, look, we still got to see our doctor. People, if you're going to carry insurance, you're going to have insurance, you're going to use it. So you're still going to see a doctor. But there are more and more holistic folks that are recognizing another source of income is to tap into the insurance market. So you're going to have more of these holistic practitioners that are in that space and that can take insurance. So once more personal trainers, once more wellness coaches, once more health coaches, once more dietitians, nutritionists, all these other space yoga professionals, Pilates instructors, all these people start to take insurance, that's where you're going to really, really, really see a huge transition because people have
Mm.
income, but they want to choose where their income is spent. But when you look at your insurance, if insurance is paying for it, hey, I'm going to go to anybody. Oh, guess what?
Yep.
There's a Pilates class that's in my network. Oh, there's a personal trainer that's in my network. You realize how many people are going to now shift to saying, I can just go here because it's already covered in my insurance? That's going to be huge. So the more people that are in our industry that start to tap into being able to accept insurance payments, that's going to be phenomenal. Um,
Mm.
Another thing I see is that you're going to have I would say, a bigger shift to corporate wellness. More companies are going to really
Yeah.
start paying attention to how many of their employees or the productivity level of their employees, how many
They
employees,
already
their absent
are.
rate. Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
going
The
to
forward thinking
recognize, yeah,
companies, they're on it right
yeah.
now.
So
Mm-hmm.
those folks are going to make sure they can utilize shift funds towards protecting the productivity of their greatest asset, which are their employees. So how do they do that? It's not just send them to a doctor. No, they're going to make sure they have the opportunities to partner with companies that are going to help them stay sharp, help them stay physically fit, help them to handle the stress of work. Look, I've worked in a sales environment. I've seen people in certain sales companies have major heart issues. I have a close friend that's in the banking industry. She literally had to take 2 months off of work because of her high blood pressure. So many companies are creating environments of high stress that are hurting their employees, that these employees
Yep.
who are valued still need to stay at work. So how do you continue to put stress on your employees, but help them manage that stress better? It's going to happen
Ex-
through connecting them to practitioners who can show them strategies and techniques that are going to help them
yep.
find that balance and still stay at work, still stay healthy, be there for the job, be there for themselves and their families. So corporate wellness is going to be friggin' phenomenal. And it's literally, I can only imagine within the next 2 years how many companies literally just going to say, we have $1 million allotted this year to make sure that we have this many wellness sessions that are done to help our employees continue to stay at work and be productive. It's got to happen.
You,
It's got to happen.
you are right on the money. You are so right on the money. It's so funny. My niece just had to leave one of a job she had, and she found out like the following week another coworker he just started working at had to put in his resignation. And when she reached out, he said, "Yeah, my health was like he literally was having heart issues from the
Mm-hmm.
stress of the job and
Yep.
had to leave. And he hadn't even been there for a month. I was
Good
like, that
gosh.
is insane." That is crazy. And the same thing with her. Like, it was so stressful. She had to leave the job. So, can you imagine that? the amount of money companies spend to have to find a new hire and then train them and all, like they're losing money. So why not invest it in their wellness? And what you're
Not
saying is
enough,
so
yeah,
good.
not enough companies truly. I don't think they. I think they overlook the cost to replace or the
Oh
cost
yeah.
to backfill employees. I mean, they know it.
Yep.
They know the numbers. They have to know the numbers. They know that I bring a new employee in this first 60 days or maybe even 90 days is going to literally cost us, let's say, 85 to $200,000 in training, knowing that we're not going to get a big return on that because this person has to learn so much. Unless you're hiring at the senior level, that's a little bit different. But
Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah.
filling some of the mid-manager or lower level positions is going to cost them something, and I can get a big return on it. So if they really factor into what that costs and look at, hey, maybe for a fraction of that, we can start bringing in people to help us retain these folks, because at the end of the day, the pressure to profit is still going to be there. Companies have to
Yeah.
profit because they have to stay in business. So the
Yep.
numbers are not going to decrease. Sales goals increase every single year. I used to work for PepsiCo, directly Gatorade. And no matter what you think you've done, you've never done enough, because the next year we're going to increase it by 5% or 7% or 10%, whatever it is. So you
Yeah.
thought you maxed out your market. Oh, no, we got to figure out how to squeeze a little bit more out of it. What are you going to do
Yep. They're
different?
gonna squeeze all the juice out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
since those numbers increase, you got to work that much smarter and or harder to get to these numbers. And that means a lot, because during this process of you as a employee at whatever level you're doing to help the company stay in business, you still have to factor in your life is moving. You may start a company as a single man or woman, and then 5 years in, you got married, now you have a kid, or then you have a sick parent. How do you balance those
Yeah.
things with knowing that you still got to go to work, you still got this pressure, you got to perform? And these are things that employees deal with every single day. And
Yep.
some companies, smart companies, recognize that they don't want to lose this person that they hired, because they hired them because they knew there was value in them. So now, as they
Mm.
know there was value in them, their life is moving, things are happening that's going to create some moments of, I guess, lower productivity. How do we keep that productivity up, keep them happy, and not have to lose them because they're either ill, they die, whatever? So, yes, having these services available, knowing you can allot funds to it that may actually end up being tax deductible. I don't know, just throwing it out there. But if you allot those funds to it, you can bring people in to help your valued employees stay on board, stay on task, and you actually may find yourself to be even more productive and having a larger profit margin because you've invested into your core asset, which is your employees. So now they're highly tuned, they're highly functioned, and some people don't even realize how much more, or how much more clearly you can think when you simply eat better and when you're more relaxed. So it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Happy employees, happy workplace, right? Just like they say,
mm-hmm.
happy wife, happy life, happy employees, happy workplace. Like they gonna see the
Mm-hmm.
difference in their revenue and people showing up, all the things. So
Yep.
I'll just plug this right now. The Holistic Business Network is open to corporate wellness um, events
Opportunities,
or
yeah.
opportunities because we have a network filled with amazing health and wellness practitioners and businesses that are ready to serve you. So reach
Mm-hmm.
out to me if you would like to jump in on this wellness action. I've already done the vetting for you. I have some of the most amazing people a part of this network.
Oh, I got
Okay.
one more. I got one more before you go to the next question. One more is that I think that there are going to be more people that want to actually, more consumers and more clients that want proof of the product. There's so many experts nowadays because of social media, so many people. There is like a oversaturation of health experts right now.
Agreed.
So as a
Hmm.
practitioner, I think we got to do a better job of being able to have proof of what our system, how our system works. So which means that we got to do a better job of tracking results of the people that we have. We got to do a better job of being able to show folks, hey, this is where 5 of my clients started. This was their midpoint, and this is where they are now. When you show people
Hmm.
that your system that you created is working, because you can actually show you can show the testimonies, you can show the videos, or you can just simply see the data from your client base, that's going to take your business to another level. And that's going to help new people stay with you. That's going to attract more people, because they're literally saying, look, this is what he or she did with this group. And they showed me their results. They showed me where they started. So that's going to be huge. It's
Listen,
just showing the proof of what you are able to do.
so good. That's so funny that you would even go into like that segues right into my next question. This is like one of the last questions before I have you share all the details of how people can reach you. But what transformations are people stepping into if they join your world? Like if they're like, okay, I'm going to work with Coach Pat.
Mhm.
What are some of the things that you have seen and you've been able to help people achieve with all the things that you offer?
So the biggest thing that I get people to change is their perspective, and that's the most important. I somebody
Mindset
works
is
with me.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you
Hmm.
work with me, you're getting a chef who actually has fitness, um, fitness skill sets. Somebody that has wellness coaching skill sets, and somebody can also bring all that together and put on a plate something that's going to support you in all the things you're doing. But
Yeah.
ultimately, before I can do any of that, I need to get you to understand your perspective on life. I need you to understand that you have somebody in me that's going to support you in this journey and know it's a journey. I'm not trying to see you for 2 weeks and that's it. No, this is a journey that you're on and things are going to happen along this journey. And I'm here to give you the information, the strategies, the encouragement, and motivation to be able to move through them. Every day is not going to be a perfect day, but if you're alive, you have the opportunity to learn from whatever happened. You can literally be working out with somebody, or somebody may have me cook for them. I have this happening right now. I may cook for them for 1 month. A family member dies. They ask me, hey, I can't have you come by right now. We're dealing with this grieving process. Okay, I get it. But along that journey, let's make sure that we connect, stay in touch, and know that, okay, this person passed, and give respect to that. But don't let that emotional breakdown cause you to fall off track of what you said you want to do. And this is what happens to many people, especially when it comes to food. Food ends up being our outlet so we can try to find a way to feel good. And most of us don't lean on food that actually makes us physically, internally feel good. We lean on overly processed foods. We lean on sugary foods. We lean on fried foods because they send
The
some
comfort
dopamine and
food.
help. Exactly. They help us in
Mhm.
those moments. Like, when's the last time you ever been to a repast and you actually seen fresh veggies set out? When have you seen smoothies and juices set out at a repast? No, what are we
It
seeing?
better
We're
be at
seeing
mine though. Let me let my family know. Let me put that in my will.
when I die, it better be a healthy buffet. Yeah, that's in the
Y'all
will.
not gonna go kill yourself at my repast.
You
Stop
know,
it.
don't join me. Keep living, keep thriving. Yeah, so it's like I want people to understand that different life experiences are going to happen. And
Yeah.
even though that's happening, we still got to be in the moment, be aware that before we make certain choices, whether we choose to not exercise for 3 months, whether we choose to just eat, not care about this eating lifestyle. I don't say diet. I hate to use the word diet, but we stop caring about eating lifestyle. We got to change that and know that in every day, every moment, everything you do has a purpose and it's going to have a result. So I get my client, if you're in my world, you're going to better understand every single choice you make is either going to help you or hurt you. I try to simplify it. So
Mm-hmm.
are you okay with choosing to do things that are going to hurt you? And if you are, then you're going to spend a lot more time with me or you're just going to give up. And either way, I'm here for you and I'm not upset, but I want people to be more realistic. And that's not being harsh, but that's just being honest. And I want them to be honest and truly grasp this concept that your choices have a direct impact on you, which means it's going to have a direct impact on everybody around you. So
Mm-hmm.
let's try to stack up the healthier choices. This is why I try to push to people. If you have the opportunity and the ability to work with a chef, work with a wellness coach who can give you a blueprint, do it. Especially when it comes to cooking. Having a chef prepare food for you is probably the only way, next to you cooking for yourself, for you to get exactly what you want. You can go to a healthy
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, but they're not sharing the exact recipe with you, so you don't even know all of the amounts of ingredients they're putting in your food. Some of
Yeah.
those ingredients might actually have an adverse effect on you. But when you have a
Mm-hmm.
chef coming to help you, to cook for you, whether it's a 1 day or meal prep situation, we literally can break down the tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of oil. We can do all of these things to make sure that we are getting the best results for you based upon what your body should be consuming. So it's worth that investment to make sure you're pouring into yourself where somebody
Good.
physically is pouring into you. So
Oh,
you're going to get
so
this guy when you work with me. You're going to get that guy who's going to hold you accountable, and it's going to be supportive and flexible. I'm going to be realistic to help change your perspective so we can change everything else you want to change.
and sometimes that's the push you need sometimes, to have that person to give you the reality check, to be your accountability partner and help you along the journey. Sometimes that's just what we need to get to that next level. That's the only thing holding you back. So I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, Patrick, tell people how they can find you outside of Instagram, because he will be tagged on here. If you're watching the recording, be sure to type in replay so we know you watched. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But Patrick, how can we find you?
All right. So on Instagram, I also have my personal page, which is chef_pat_cooks. You have me on Blank Canvas. I'm still on Facebook, which I keep learning when you talk to folks that are under 35 that Facebook is old, whatever. So I'm on Facebook, still under Blank Canvas Cooking, and that's blank. For some reason, just because I'm a melanated man, people assume my business name is Black Canvas. It's not Black Canvas. It's Blank Canvas Cook. Yes, Blank Canvas Cooking on Facebook as well as on TikTok. TikTok, I'm chef_pat_cooks on TikTok. The website is exactly the name of the business, www.blankcanvascooking.com. I'm working on getting back to doing more blog posts, but on the website, there's tons of ebooks. I've been asked so many questions repeatedly this last year as I was revamping myself and rebranding. I decided to come up with some ebooks, and the ebooks help to answer so many questions that I've gotten along these years, whether I'm in a kitchen, whether I'm at a gym, or I'm at an event. So I figure, hey, come to the website, grab some knowledge. There's like 9 ebooks that are there. About 2 or 3 of them are free ebooks. One is on wellness tips. I have another one. I give away several of the juice and smoothie recipes that I love, that other people have loved. You can come get a great
Those
juice
juices
and
were fire.
hey, well
His
the rest
recipes are amazing,
the
guys. Gotta
recipes
grab.
are sitting in the ebook for free. I bless the world to, hey, go ahead and enjoy that. So, but also there's tons of great information that's going to help you in your journey, and there's nothing that's more than $10. Imagine investing $10 and getting something that's going to ultimately help you change your life. So that information is readily available on the website. Outside of that, I look forward to just hosting, being a part of supporting more events this upcoming year. I know we're doing something in Boca in March, next month, so I get a chance to showcase some
Yes.
food at that
If
event.
you want
So
to
I'm
see
looking forward to
Coach
that.
Pat, yeah, Chef Pat in person, join us in Boca at the Kendra Scott event. We're having the Holistic Capital Exchange. He's going to have cooking up some light bites for us. So you can check out his food and get to talk to him one-on-one. And this was such a good conversation. Patrick always brings the energy, guys. I already knew it was going to be fire. But
Hey,
but that is exactly what the Holistic Business Network is all about. We have a number of holistic wellness leaders, wellness practitioners, wellness services that are just doing amazing work. And honestly, way too many of us are the best kept secret. And that is why the Holistic Business Network exists, to really help to get your message, what you're doing out to the world, because it deserves to be heard. You heard Coach, I keep saying Coach, but Chef Patrick, he was a coach
it
at
can
one
be,
point. He's a
hey,
coach too. He's both. He's all the things.
yes.
But Chef Pat has been in the game with wellness for over 20 years, guys. He knows what he's talking about. He knows all the things, and he knows how to put it together seamlessly to help you get to that next level. So comment in here if you want to connect with Patrick, or if you want to join us next month in Boca so you can talk to him one-on-one in person. Do that March 24th, 6:30 p.m., Kendra Scott store in the Boca Town Center. And thank you, Patrick, for your time. This was so good. I'm so glad I got him for this, like 30 minutes to have this conversation. That was fire.
Hey, I definitely appreciate it. Continue to push the envelope, and yes, continue to uncover these hidden gems in this wellness